This is TWiT.
French government banned free ebooks in France starting today. So Amazon started charging for books formerly given away free. The price, €1 penny. Sam Schechter is a tech correspondent for Europe, Middle East, and Africa at the Wall Street Journal and joins us now from Paris. Welcome, Sam.
Thanks for having me.
So you told us before we started the show that you have a spectacular view of the Eiffel Tower nearby, but actually not in frame. So I'd like to invite all of our viewers and listeners to imagine off in the distance across the city of Paris, the spectacular Eiffel Tower.
Yeah,
Okay.
if it were there, nobody would look at me. So I figured.
We're not looking at you anyway. Don't worry about it, Sam. It's fine. It's fine. We're looking at that white wall behind you.
Well, let's take a look at Amazon and the government of France. Amazon might be obeying the letter of the law here, but definitely not the spirit of the law. What is France's response to this likely to be? They're selling ebooks for 1 penny instead of free.
Well, just a clarification. This isn't about ebooks. It's about physical books. And what the what the rule is that Amazon cannot either A, put a 5% discount, which is the sort of maximum discount in France, or B, do free shipping. And so Amazon is following the letter of the law in that they're no longer giving 5% discounts, which they gave to every book in their catalog in France before. And they're no longer doing free shipping, doing the little trick that you mentioned, just 1 cent for shipping. So just slightly more expensive than before. And I think that the government is probably not super happy about the 1 penny. Certainly a lot of people in the press today have chuckled about it here in France. But I think that in general, they're pretty happy with the impact of the rule. And the booksellers too, because it's essentially a 5% increase in all book prices in Amazon in France as of today.
When did this story break? Did this happen this morning when somebody discovered, or you discovered, that Amazon was actually charging the 1 penny?
Well, what happened is, this is actually, the story dates back until last year or a little bit before. The independent booksellers have been agitating for some sort of anti-Amazon law. It's actually against all online booksellers, but Amazon has a really big market share in France and globally.
And that's what it's called in France, right? It's called the anti-Amazon law, colloquially, not officially, but casually.
Colloquially, people do. Yeah, that's what it's called. They were agitating for this because they felt it was unfair. Book prices in France, like in a lot of European countries, this may seem weird in the U.S., are regulated as a kind of effort to promote a diversity of authors and publishers. So in France, no bookseller can offer more than a 5% discount off the cover price of a book. And they're not the only European country. There's regulated book prices in Germany and Spain and various other European countries.
Lame.
What the booksellers were saying, these independents were saying, Amazon's so big, they're not only giving the 5% discount, they're also giving free shipping, and we can't make money if they do that. So we want some kind of rule that lets them not do both. And, that was originally the rule. And then somebody said, well, what if Amazon just charges a penny? They'll be able to get around this, and they'll still do the 5% discount. So that's when they just sort of said no 5% discount for any books that are shipped to a customer. So that debate had been going on for quite some time. The law was one version of the law was first voted last fall, again earlier this year. And then what happened is yesterday it got published in the official journal of the French Republic, which is what makes a law basically get onto the books in France. And Amazon was the first out of the gate. It wasn't necessarily expected, but they applied it as of this morning. And so if you went to the website, it was updated with a message saying that they're sorry, but they can't give you the discount anymore. And we'll see if it hits their sales. Some people here speculate that it'll actually help Amazon because people are buying more for convenience than for the price necessarily. And if they still buy and are paying 5% more, then it could help their bottom line.